Hello. All right, so today is Thursday. I hope you guys have enjoyed your week so far and you've been able to get outside and play with all the pretty weather. Okay. Um, we are going to start wrapping up subtraction. All right. Today is going to be kind of a review day with all the strategies that we have learned about. I'm going to use one problem and work through it the three different ways that we have learned. Okay. Just real quickly. And then you guys can watch your visual learning video and then we can be done for the week. All right. Except for tomorrow, obviously, you have to get your iReady and your ST Math time in, but at least you don't have to log into Google Classroom and get all that stuff done, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn you around, and we are going to get started with reviewing subtraction strategies, okay? So let me get a problem. Let's see, let's do 392 minus 135. 392 minus 135. Sorry, I'm getting it written on our paper here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get you turned around now so that you can see what I'm doing. Goodness. Okay, so with our picture models, all right, if we were to do 392 minus 135, we would draw 300, 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 2. All right, we have 392. So the first thing we need to do is look at what we're going to be taking away. We're taking away 135. So you guys know that I like to start in my ones place. The visual learning videos, they start at their hundreds place or their ones place, either one, whichever works for you, as long as you understand that you may have to regroup. Okay, so I'm going to work starting at my ones place because that's what makes sense to me. All right, so we have to take away 5 ones. What do you notice? You should notice that we don't have enough to take away the 5 ones. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to regroup, right? We're going to have to borrow one of our 10 sticks. Okay. And we're going to have to turn it into 10 ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we took a 10 stick and we regrouped it and turned it into ones. All right, so now do we have enough to take away our 5 ones? Yes. Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and show that we take that away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after we take the 5 ones away, I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it up closer. When we take our 5 ones away, okay, can you see that? How many ones do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7. Maybe if I'd mark it out with a darker color. Can you see that better? A little bit. Okay, so we have 7 ones left. Now let's look at our 10s. We need to take away how many 10s? 3. So 1, 2, 3. So after we take away those 3 tens, how many tens are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5 in our tens place. Now looking at our hundreds. How many hundreds do we take away? Just 1. And when you do that, that leaves us with how many? 2. So the difference of 392 and 135 is 257. Now let's look at that on an open number line. So get over here. Okay, I'm going to start with 392 all the way over here. All right, 392, and I'm going to subtract 135, right? That was our problem over here. So 392, we need to subtract 135. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 100. And that is going to land us on 292. Well, then we need to take away 30, because there's 30 and 135. That will land us on 262. And now we need to take away 5 ones. Okay, so 262 minus 5. So 262, 261, 260, 259, 258, 257. Okay. So, did we get the same difference? 257 when we used a picture model strategy. 257 when we use the open number line. Okay. Now, when you look at this and you want to write the partials, not the partial sums, the partial differences, you would just simply say, okay, 392 minus 100. Okay, that gave us 292. And then we subtracted our 30, which was our tens place, and that landed us on 262. But then when we try to subtract the 5, we're not able to do that, are we? We would have to regroup. But I'm going to go ahead and show the partial difference is 262 minus 5 gives us 257, right? So this was a partial difference, this was a partial difference, and this is our final difference. Can you see that? Those are the 3 ways that you guys learned how to, the 3 different strategies that y'all learned this week. Okay, subtracting 3-digit numbers. If I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I like picture models, but I like open number lines as well. It don't matter what my favorite is. It's whatever makes sense to you guys, okay? So whatever helps you subtract 3-digit numbers, that's what I want you to use, okay? All right, let's go ahead and watch our visual learning video.
Find 437 minus 245. Use any strategy. One way is to use place value blocks. How would you use place value blocks to help you find 437 minus 245? You draw place value blocks to show 437. Then you cross out 245 and count how many place value blocks are left. What regrouping will you need to do to subtract 245 from 437?
Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. If you have 437, that's the picture model they're showing you right now. And we're trying, trying to subtract 245. Look at your place value. Which digit are we going to have to regroup? Okay, if you look in your hundreds place, you can take 2 from 4. Look in your tens place, can you take 4 from 3? No. You can't take 4 from 3. So we're going to have to borrow one of the hundreds and turn it into 10 tens, aren't we? Yes.
You will need to regroup 100 as 10 tens. There are not enough tens to subtract 4 tens from 3 tens. Subtract 5 ones. Regroup 100 as 10 tens. Subtract 4 tens. Subtract 2 hundreds. So 437 minus 245 equals 192. Another way to find 437 minus 245 is to use an open number line to subtract. When you count back to subtract, which number do you start with? Select your answer.
All right, so whenever you count back to subtract, we always start with what? The bigger number.
Start with the greater number, 437. Place 437 on the right side of the open number line, so there is room to count back on the left. To subtract, count back the hundreds, then the tens, and then the ones. You land on 192. So 192 is the difference of 437 and 245. You can also record partial differences. Start with 437 and take away the hundreds. Then take away the tens in 2 parts, 30 and 10. Then take away the ones. Why does the counting back strategy work?
Okay, that's for you to think about. Why does the counting back strategy work? Or subtracting on a number line?
It works because you start with a greater number and jump back the total amount you are subtracting. The difference is the number on which you land. Good job subtracting.
Thanks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you have any questions with the reviewing of subtracting 3-digit numbers, let me know. Post in Google Classroom, comment on your assignment, whichever you want to do if you have any questions. If not, then just do your work and turn it in so I can grade it. All right. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Okay. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Relax and don't think about school. Okay. Actually, I won't see you next week. It's spring break. Woo! It's spring break. Never mind. I will not see you next week, guys. And I know that you're excited too. Okay. So I will see you the week after. All right. I will see you the week after on Google Classroom. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing spring break. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you.